Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? My name is Tony Rosano, and this is another episode of the world famous, that University Love, the best podcast in 1, 2, 3 galaxies. But, ladies and gentlemen, you and I would just call this show Online Marketing Moves, and we're coming to you live today. Today is Wednesday, November the something, 15th, 16th, something like that. I believe it's the 15th, actually. And we are coming to you live today. Today we have a show planned for you. Today we are going to discuss why you should, why you don't need as many experts, many thoughts. You don't need to read 1,001 books. You don't need to, if there's something you want to do, you tell yourself, hey, this is what I want to do. I want to do X, Y, Z. You look it up. You figure out, what's the game plan, and then you just move forward with it. You don't wait around. You don't say, how much information do I need? How much information should I get? Don't beat around the bush. Don't hesitate. You start. You take action, and then you take it from there. You don't have to. Because if you ever think about it, you think about the 1500s, the 1400s, the 1300s, I'm sure Shakespeare, he wrote a bunch of plays, I'm sure he wasn't thinking, let me go read all these other plays that's been written. He probably just said, I'm gonna write some plays. I think that's what I want to do. And he probably just started writing. A lot of times, I've done this before. A lot of times you think you need 1,001 books, 1,001 pieces of information before you can actually start on the thing that you want to do, and that's not true at all. Before I started the podcast, I didn't look up how to start a podcast, what to do, how to do it, what to do. I just said, I've heard of podcasts. I would like to start a podcast, and then away we went. And it took off from there. It wasn't too many thoughts. It wasn't 1,001 thoughts. And a lot of times, the less you think about something and the more you just do it, you'll be a lot better off. I remember one time I wanted to learn how to play chess. So I thought, man, I need to try to figure out, X, Y, X, Y, X, Y, Z, this, that, the other. And I was sitting there the whole time, and it's like, if you want to learn how to play chess, just start playing chess. It's not that hard, And it happens to all of us, but, the more, if you want to create content, just create content. You don't have to wait around and look and see and figure out, hey, what kind of content. Just, if there's something you want to talk about it. If there's something you want to do it. The more action you take, the better off you will be. The more you just say, let me just go ahead and do this. Let me go ahead and just write, I got a couple books on, on writing, like what to write, the best thing you can do, write. That's the best thing he could do. Like, I enjoyed the book by Stephen King because he was talking about his life and he talked about writing, I read that book, but it's not like I need to read the book 20 times and be like, all right, I'm about to get started. No, you just need to write. The more you write, the more you'll get better at it. The more practice you do, the more you get at it. The better you'll get at it. There's no magic formula. There's no magic formula to life. It's like I've been reading the Bible every day, and I remember when I first cracked open the Bible, all the ye's and the words. It's like, what are they talking about? But the more I read it, every day. Sometimes I read it twice a day. The more I read it, the easier I understand the words. And now I have no problem understanding the words, And it's just like one of those things. It's like, all right, crack open the book, and it's like, whoa, it's a lot of pages, it's a lot of words, it's a small print. But now I just read it, and I'm used to it. And it's like a couple weeks ago, I decided. I said, I don't want to lose my hand at the age of in my 40s. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna turn down the volume on the radio. I'm not gonna listen to the radio as loud because I think it was up, and I was like, am my hand going bad or am I just? And I was like, you know what? I need to adjust. I need to listen more. I need to listen better. So I turned the volume down, and now since I've done that, my ears have adjusted, and I hear the words better at a lower volume. So it's like, all right. So sometimes you just have to, you know, just do it, try it out, and then you'll see how better it gets for you. All right. And so don't wait around. Don't wait for permission. Don't ask for permission. You don't have to ask for permission. Whatever you want to do, you just do it. And I know we talked about this. I know we discussed this subject before, but a lot of times, for some reason, and I understand this, you get hesitant sometimes in some things in life, and it's like, and then you have to think about this. If there's something that you really want to do, and you really want to do it, and you haven't done it yet, do you really want to do it? You have to ask yourself that question. It's like, do I really want to do it? I remember when I was in my 30s, I was like, I really want to play basketball again. But did I really want to play basketball? I bought a basketball. I remember I bought a basketball. I would drive, and I would go, man, I'm thinking to myself, man, how long? I had to drive like a half a mile or whatever. Like, I got to drive a half a mile to go play basketball. And then I thought to myself, when I was 15, I would walk 3 miles to play basketball, 2 miles to play basketball. Playing basketball, I would walk anywhere to play basketball. And I had the desire back then. And it's like, do you really have the desire now? And it's like, nah, not really. And so sometimes it's just something that you don't want to do. And that's okay as well. And so think about that before you start busting your head up against the wall. You're like, oh, I really wanted to do this. I really wanted to do that. Did you really want to do it? Or is it something you just keep trying to convince yourself to do? So think about that. And if there's something that you really want to do, my suggestion, just start doing it. Don't look up 1,000 things. Don't look up 1,000 suggestions. Don't look up 1,000 books. Once you start doing it, then you can look up stuff and see how you can get better and see how you can improve. But the best way you're going to improve is just by doing it. And ladies and gentlemen, that is it for Wednesday's show. We'll be back Friday with a new episode of Online Marketing Moves. And if you haven't already, you can always go to Patreon and subscribe, sign up. And yeah, that's that. And so I look forward to speaking with you on Friday. But until then, my name is Tony Rizzano. Thank you for listening. God bless. And as always, everybody,